The UBS loan was a hot discussion topic 5 months ago. The debates raged from households to parliament to social networks. This morning, the deputy opposition leader brought up the issue, making it known again that the opposition still maintains the loan is illegal.
The opposition advises that there will be need to be a budget provision for the interest of the UBS loan and the Exim Bank loan in each budget for the next 5 years of at least 50 million per annum for future interest costs.
Basil has been vocal about the impacts of the loan, the Chinese Exim Bank loan and others. This morning he argued that a transition from 4 consecutive years of budget deficits to a modest surplus in 2018 can only happen if the government doesn't borrow outside of budget perimeters. In the 2014 budget, the government introduced a multi-year financing arrangement, with much of the projected revenue coming from the earnings of the LNG project in the Hela and Southern Highlands provinces. Speaking to dozens of accounting and finance professionals, many of them in the government treasury system, the deputy opposition leader said PNG will not see the revenues as expected.
Citizens will be impacted through substantial increases in future income and consumption.
But government has got an agenda.
The acting finance secretary, meanwhile, chose the expected response. He stood by the government's decision, saying the loans were being put into projects that would also generate revenue. As the man in charge of the country's finances, he maintains cash flow isn't a problem for the government.
The good thing about it is whatever the loans that are coming through are actually going to build infrastructure which will generate income. It's not money being spent which will not generate any results later.
For many, this debate is not for the ill-informed. The opposition expects the country's debt to spiral out of control by 2018, forcing many Papua New Guineans into poverty. They also expect a less than stellar performance of the economy as the deficits continue. The government, on the other hand, with the Prime Minister leading the charge, thinks otherwise. They say increased spending, and particularly the borrowing from overseas lenders, is necessary if development is to happen. The Prime Minister has maintained on various occasions that what they've done is within PNG's budgetary framework, and PNG still has the repayment ability. Scott Waide, National EMTV News, Lae.